Matt, into Saturday's game against Newport, we'll go straight into it. They're a team that are flying high at the moment in regards to form. I think they're the most informed side in the division over the last 6 games, buoyed by a fantastic FA Cup run, new ownership, and we know it's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, good manager, good assistant manager, good coaching team. All of those things certainly come into place for them, but they work hard. They work extremely hard for each other, and all the success that they have has been out of the hard work that they've put in. But yeah, good people, really good people, and I'm pleased to see them doing well, because I know that they had some tough times earlier in the season with the injuries that they had. So yeah, happy to see them going well now. But of course, for us, it's focusing on us. We're desperate for the next game after the disappointment of not playing on Tuesday. And clearly we were gutted that game didn't go. We know now when it's going to be rearranged for, but we throw all of our energies into Saturday, and we look forward to that being the next game. So we're going to have to be right on top of our game. Of course we are. We're going to have to match that energy, match that intensity. But we look forward to the challenge of it, of course we do. So yeah, pleased to see them doing well, but we look forward to the game ourselves.
We spoke to Priestley Farquharson as well, who said that obviously from a player's perspective, you build up for a game and then called off so late on. The change of dynamic into that, how does it affect you as a head coach? Because you've prepped everything for that game, and I know the next one comes around quickly, but is there a disappointment from you when the games don't go ahead as well?
Yeah, first and foremost, you try not to let it enter the lads' heads when you can see there's that little bit of uncertainty around the referee and all of that sort of stuff. So I'd done all my work, we'd done all of our meetings, all of that. I'm trying to make sure that nothing that's going on out there comes into the players' heads, but naturally it does. As soon as there's the wind that it might be postponed, somehow the lads get wind of that. So and then at that point, then you just want decision made, whatever that's going to be. We were desperate for the game to be played. Naturally, so yeah, we were disappointed with that. We were looking forward to the game, but it was what it was, and it is what it is now. So we move on to Saturday's game, and pleasing that it's at home again. I think we're going to a spell of three home games in the next 4. We look forward to playing in front of the home support. We want to we want to get right to that front foot again, and bring the crowd with us again. And as we enter that next period, it's going to be a big end to the season for us now. Loads of games coming up, loads of games to look forward to, loads of games in front of our home fans, and we're looking forward to the challenge of it.
So you mentioned that it's a real congested fixture list now with the postponements that we had. I think it's 7 games in the next 3 weeks or so. I've just said to Priestley, so how do you now then manage this period of games? Because obviously the squad is going to be so vitally important to you, that rotation is going to be there, but how do you manage everybody at this point now?
We've all got to be ready. Everyone's got to be ready to play. Everyone's got to be ready to contribute. That's some of the messages we're saying today. We've all got to be together throughout this period now. Training will be different. It'll be rest, recover game. That'll be what it is. But sometimes I think players love that as well. We just look forward to going into the next game, and now for us it's the key of get that momentum. We were brilliant, I thought, away at Gillingham last week. Should have won the game. We wanted to take them frustrations out on Tuesday night. Now we get the chance to do it this Saturday. And for us, it's to get back onto it now, get back into the swing of the league games, get back into looking forward and being on the front foot, and continuing that build and continuing them relationships and all that sort of stuff into the last part of the season now, which hopefully promises to be an exciting one for us. We're desperate to keep getting, keep moving forward, keep clawing people back, and that's the mission. That's what we're on.
If we can take one positive from Tuesday night, it's the fact that it was a game that you wouldn't have had Rem Ote for, but now you hopefully will. And he's chomping at the bit and close to being back readily available for you, isn't he?
Yeah, Rem comes back into it now this week. We wanted to do everything right to make sure we ticked every single box with Rem. He was chomping at the bit on Tuesday night. He was desperate on the Saturday. Away at Gillingham, but we had to kind of rein him in a little bit to make sure that we ticked every box to make, we don't want any reoccurrences in these next 18 games for him. It's important for all of us that was the case. So I've held him back, and now we can, we want to unleash him, and he's looking forward to that. And it's been a long time without Rem. I think we've missed him, missed a player of his ability, of course. And I know he's desperate to be out there contributing now. So you're probably going back on what we've just said, the fact that more bodies into the squad. We're going to need every single one of them, especially over this next little period now, but then obviously for the next remainder of the season. I think there's 77 days between now, from Saturday into the end of the season. We have to give absolutely everything we possibly can to try and extend that.
And on a final note from me, Harry Williams, we know he's out for the rest of the season, but he's had surgery this week, hasn't he? Has you had any update from that one? Has that been successful?
Just that it's gone well, yeah. I had some update from Obed, the physio, that it's gone well. He goes into with himself, Oshin, Danny, goes into that group of guys that are fighting to get back. And we wish him well on that initial part of his recovery before he then properly comes back into the building. Jamie, the kind of fourth one of that little collection of lads at the minute, he's fine his way back. He won't be too long, so we look forward to welcoming him back and welcoming him into the group as well. So yeah, the work's going on in the background in there, which it has to. We want to keep as many as possible out there as fit as we'll need them all. Cheers, pal.